PSLE is coming. Can you solve this 2015 PSLE math question? And the question goes, Pei bought an equal number of large and small potted plants. She spent $175 more on the large ones. How many potted plants did she buy altogether? So in this case, we know that Pei bought an equal number of large and small potted plants. So what does this mean? So can we buy, for example, two large plants and two small plants? In this case, it's not, because we can't buy the plants separately because they are bought or they are sold in bundles, right? Two for 15, three for 10. So how do we then get the equal large and small potted plants? So to get the equal number of large and small potted plants, we can draw a model to visualize it a little bit. So in this case, we need to use the lowest common multiple between 2 and 3, and this will give us 6 if you guessed it correctly. So then we will make the large and small into 6 each side. And then from here, we can actually get the cost. So we have two large plants, which is 15. Six large will then be equal to, in this case, $45. Then for the small plants, 3 is for 10, then 6 will be equal to $20. So from here, we can get the value of 6 large and 6 small. And why we need this is because in this case, we actually can get the difference between two equal number of large and small plants, as well as see over here. So we can get the difference, and the difference in this case, pretty straightforward, is $25. So why are we getting the difference? Because in this case, we needing to find the number of plants if there is a certain number of difference. So in this case, this is one group with one difference, which is $25. Then in terms of the models, it is also will look something like this. So from here, if you were to get two group differences, then it will just be 25 times 2, which will be $50 in this case over here, right? Then now, how many groups if there are a difference of $75? So from here, if you guess the number of groups is actually the difference that we're looking for, $75, divided by one group difference, which we know is 25. So 75 divided by 25, this will give us 3. And this is how we calculate. And if you were to double check, you see there's 325, and yeah, that's correct. So how about if the difference is $100? How many groups are there? So it's the same calculation. The difference divided by the one group difference, and this will give us 4 groups as what we see over here. And then we count the individual difference from each group and we combine them, and it will be $100. Now the question says there's $175 more on the large ones. So what do you think is the total difference? If you said 175, then you're right. So how many group? If the difference is 175, then same calculation, and this will give us, in this case, 7. So now we know that there are 7 number of groups in this case. So we know one group total is 12, and the 7 group total plants will be 84. That's how you solve this PSLE math question.